This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. Quarterback operating an empty set. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's caught across the middle. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Gators. They strike first in this national title bout. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Championship game with a pass. Caught quickly. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You see see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He's running out of time here. Finds his target, and it's complete. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
1st and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utah State. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
They're going to run it. Runs through the defender. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on all.
Breaks free with room to run. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Florida. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And looking for a big play here. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Trying to get him way down at the 2. Nice pick
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now...
Touchdown, Aggies. They connect for 6. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. They're going to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And after the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Using his legs here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up. Drops back in the gun. The receiver grabs it. The Gators pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The ball is loose. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Finds his target. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the wideout. Pass caught on a comeback route. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll hand it off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Touchdown, Utah State. This offense really clicking.
You don't see it very often, but they give the ball to the fullback here. Yep, that's still a position, and yep, he can still power his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Florida offense retakes the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass rush closing in. Catch made on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, 3rd and 1, and they decide to throw the football. The defense was not surprised at all. They catch a break, come up with a sack.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. 2nd and goal for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, you go to old reliable here, the fullback who doesn't get his hands on the ball very often. Third down and goal, great time to surprise the defense. He powers his way into that end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback at a big...
Here's the throw, deep downfield. Pitch caught inside the 30, still on his feet. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's a quick round. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. 1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. They'll try a pass here. Touchdown, Gators. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. And looking to throw now on first down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the second down play. Wants to throw it. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a 1-0.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
21.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they've made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it in the open. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
4th down RPO, he throws it to the right. Fighting, but he won't get in. The defense stops him just short of the goal line. What a play.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Try and muscle whistle for the first down. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
They keep him guessing with a run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Play action here on first down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. And that completion puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And Kirk, it's Utah State in the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Short throw complete to the tight end. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Bringing pressure. Wide open downfield. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
Second down after the incompletion. He'll hand it off. Look out, room to run here. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it with a first down at the 41.
Yeah, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Grinding away with a running game. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He gets loose. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all about? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Same mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Utah State Aggies.